So the theme of this 2-week reading is the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a misery card, so it can talk about being a bit misery. Pentacles being the grounded stuff, tends to be your house, your home, your money, your neighbourhood, your family, anything that you can touch. This guy here is so afraid of losing what he's already got. He's sitting it with it on his knee, and he's got so much of it, can't fit it all on his knee, so he's put one on his head. He can't move. He can't move his arms, they'll fall off. Can't move his head, that'll fall off. Couldn't go down the pub to pay for his round, even if he wanted to. It's a very, very stationary card. Stood still. Centre of your reading, 5 of rods. Rods being the fire, passion, inspiration, spirituality, wants, beliefs. And there's 5 of you there in that room, all holding yours up. No one listening to each other, only holding their own up, bickering, sham fighting, toilet seat up, toothpaste off type thing. Might be those other 4 are after your pentacles, and you're having none of that, are you? No. Crossing you to help you or hinder you. Here's the 7 of Pentacles. Well, you're not letting them take it, no, because you worked for it, didn't you? You put sweat, love, toil into those pentacles. You grew them from seeds. They're near enough ripe, just waiting for the optimum time to make as much of them as possible. And while you're doing that, you're taking a moment in time, standing still over your crop, and you're looking in the horizon for those other 4 coming down the hill, protecting your pentacle while it gets to its optimum size, ready to pick. Lies below you, 10 of Pentacles. Happy house, happy home, enough money, enough love, man, wife, or 2 people, shared relationship. And it's a real sort of 50-50 card, this. So if there is a relationship inside of this, it is a very healthy relationship. Each of you equal partners. In the home there, Nanny and Granddad's round the corner. The kids are in the other room playing. There's a big massive table full of food. And anyone come to your door, they're welcome to sit down and join you, because there's plenty. Complete and total fulfillment. And that's what you're waiting for. Look at him looking at it. You ain't going to pick them till they've got 10. You might have only expected 7, but you get 10. Okay, what lies behind you is the 4 of Swords. So 4, we're doubling up on 4 here. I'm seeing any more 4s now. We're doubling up on 4 here. So where that is holding on, staying still with the grounded stuff, this one is Swords, mental, clarity, truths, words, that type of thing. Well, it could be that, you're sieving out what these other 4, there's 4 of them, are saying, and you're actually slotting them in your head what you think of them, whether you want them in your head or not. And actually, they're sort of like, some are at the forefront, some are a bit behind, and there's one back there. And then the one back there would be the Ace of Swords. That's clarity, that's victory, isn't it? Where do you want to place that? So, they talk about this as in need of a rest or having a rest, mental rest. But while you're resting, you're sorting your head out. So you've been very, good with your time, because while you're standing still, because you need to stand still, you're still doing work, sorting your head out. I mean, you've got the grounded stuff to a T, haven't you? Sorting your head out. It might be that you have a change of perspective. It might be that change of perspective, see this 7 of Pentacles pointing directly towards this. It could be that you have to wait for this 10 of Pentacles, so you might as well sleep. But it might be that, while you stood still, waiting, you utilise that time very well by sorting your head out, sorting your clarity out, sorting your truths out, sorting out what is true. What lies ahead of you is the judgment, rebirth, judgment. You're being called to be reborn. I mean, it's quite a spiritual card, this. So it can talk about something like that, but the universe is calling you to action. The universe is calling you to do something. It's in the ethers. Virgo, can you hear me? Come this way, look. Directly next to this Four of Pentacles. Oh, look, I've just seen that there as a pentacle. So you're being, and I've just seen that. So you are being called after your, rest time, after you're staying still, after you're waiting, you are being called to movement. Because what lies ahead of you is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the most healthiest way of walking away from an emotional situation that once fulfilled you greatly and just turning your back and walking away on it, leaving it all standing up. You don't have to knock those cups over or anything. You're just walking away from it. And you're being called to do it. Yeah, and we've got the Seven of Rods here, and we've got the 7 there. So actually, you're being called to movement. So say that was the 7 of Cups. You're being called to move that on to the 8. And the 7 of Cups is emotional confusion, is not being able, having too much choice. The 8 of Cups is walking away from it, walking away from that confusion, walking away from what the choices are now that are in those cups. Because now you know different, don't you? And that's at the back end of this. So, upright, it does talk about weight, having a little bit of a weight. So after the wait, you're quite stagnant, aren't you? You've been stood still for a while and you've had this biting and you're a bit tired. And look, while he's waiting, he's got his back to the judgment. Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me? But you do hear him, because then we have the 8 of Cups, walking away from an emotional situation that no longer fulfills you. How you see yourself in this situation is on fire. Knight of Rods gets a bad rap, this fella, in love, because he rushes in, rushes out, although he's very passionate. However, I see this as, it's how you see yourself, so it is you. And lovely, looking out of your spread. You're on fire. You've got an inspiration. You put it over your shoulder. You took your rod out of this 5. You put it over your shoulder. You got yourself up on that horse, and you're moving. You're moving towards the future. You move, the rod's inspirational card. You are moving towards what you've been called to do. That stood still. This fella's galloping. Doesn't really consider too much beforehand. He just knows he's going there, and he's going there, and he's rushing in, and he wants it, and it's exciting, and it's firing him up, and he knows the direction he's going. It can talk about travel, as can this one. So it could be that you're on your travels, and this one. And I would have to say, actually, if you are Sun, Moon, Rising Virgo and Sun, Moon, Rising Cancer, I mean, it's always wise to watch all 3 anyway. But in Cancer, that was the last card in that position there. So it'll be very, you put the messages together, very prevalent to you. Same end result. So that's how you see yourself, on fire to the future. Get me there. Get me there as quick as I can. I want this. I've got bed sores. I've sat down for so long. I'm bored of that. How other people see you. Well, also look into the future, but whereas this one is on fire, this one's a little bit slower. This one is in, and I mean, it's how other people see you, so they don't see you as a cup sign. They see you as being honest. They see you as gentle. They see you as caring. They see you a little bit afraid of emotion. So you maybe a bit shy, that sort of stuff, holding onto your cup close to your chest, but it is there in front of you, and you are on a horse walking out to see, what that cup might contain in the place that you're going. You're bloody well going there, but you're taking your time a little bit more as far as the emotion is concerned. It's a little bit confusing. You had to walk away from it before. What will this one contain? And actually, again, both these guys, that's how people see you going to the future. Absolutely. And, you know, I do go with these two cards against this one, but I'll just talk about bottom one first. So this person here in the red coat has gone through a blue dye, but he didn't dye all of it because it's the same fella, same person. And you've picked one of those cups up and you took it with you. And if you've got 9 cups there, that is a wish fulfillment. So whatever it is you're walking away from, it is something that you really, really wanted at one stage. And if you look, she's even walking towards him. You've picked it up and you've got the Ace of Cups in your hand, and the Ace of Cups has the propensity to just keep overflowing. And that's what you want, but you're quite afraid of it, and you're going to be very careful who you give it to. And whoever takes it off you is very lucky. Get that from you. There you go. Hopes and fears. 7 of Rods. So your hope would be, and again, you know, of saying here the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment, you've took it with you. 7 of Rods, it's 6 of Rods, which is victory, spiritual victory, and you garden it. 7 of Rods, taking a moment in time to guard your inspirations, to guard your wants, to guard what it is that you're creating. It took you a long time to create it. It's yours. No one's going to take it off you. Looking around to see where all those other buggers with their rods are, and you're ready for them on high ground, because you're now on higher ground. You can't be bothered dealing with that anymore. That's your hope, and your fear would be the opposite. Okay, so I believe this to be you with your rod on your shoulder. I believe this one of these, there you go, yellow hand, that one. I believe that to be you, rod in hand. I believe this to be you, rod in hand. Oh, you love that rod, don't you? Because your outcome is off you go on the road of that rod, and it's on your shoulder there. The Fool, inspiration, brand new path, stepping foot onto something that you don't know, but it excites you and you don't care. You know that you want it. Whatever comes with it, you're walking that path. Sun shining, not too much with you, just your inspiration on your shoulder, down a new path.